Welcome to this Tactical Explainer. Right, so today we're setting the stage for a seriously fascinating look at the 2026 World Cup. Now, at first glance, Group A, well, it might look like a pretty predictable, straightforward draw. We've got the hosts, some familiar names, but if you look just a little bit closer, it's actually a highly volatile battleground. We're going to break down the exact playing styles, the psychology, and the hidden dynamics that make this group an absolute powder keg. Let's get into it.
Okay, let's dive into this. On paper, pretty much everyone expects Mexico to comfortably run away with this group. I mean, they've got the pedigree, the history, and obviously that massive advantage of playing at home. But when we look at the tactical data, this group is actually way more dangerous for the hosts than it appears. The trap isn't set by some massive global footballing giant. No, it's set by the really specific, clashing styles of the teams involved here. Section 1, the hidden trap of Group A. The deceiving nature of Group A.
So just to give you a sense of the baseline expectations here. Naturally, Mexico is favored to top the group, largely thanks to that massive host advantage and their tournament experience. But right behind them, wow, it is a fierce battle. South Korea is tipped slightly for second because of their incredible pace and attacking quality, while Czechia, well, their physical power means they are literally going to fight tooth and nail right to the very end. And South Africa? Sure, they face a tough task, but as we'll see, they might just have the exact ingredients to pull off a massive surprise. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how Mexico's biggest strengths could actually become their most glaring vulnerabilities. As the seasoned hosts, there's a real risk of complacency creeping in. Plus, being the heavy favorite, that creates an unbelievable amount of pressure. Sure, the opening match in Mexico City is going to have an absolutely incredible atmosphere, but man, the fear of making a mistake in front of a totally demanding home crowd, that can severely disrupt a team's tactical discipline. Moving on to Section 2, Tactical Strengths and Play Styles, breaking down the team archetypes. All right, let's start with South Korea. They are the true silent threat of this group. Listen, these guys are the absolute speedsters. Their entire game is built on high tempo, rigid discipline, and some incredibly deadly transition play. If an overly confident host nation pushes even a little too far up the pitch, bam, South Korea has the attacking quality to punish them instantly on the counter. They can completely, and I mean completely, upset the rhythm of any favorite. Now, in stark contrast, we have Czechia, the physical threat. These guys, they are the brawlers of the group. They don't really rely on intricate passing. Instead, they play a super direct, contact-heavy game. The reliance on physical power, contact play, and aerial supremacy really makes them an absolute nightmare to play against. Because think about it, in a short group stage, battling in the air for 90 minutes just completely drains teams. It makes Czechia incredibly difficult to break down. Which brings us to Section 3, critical matchup, speed versus physicality. The decisive battle in Guadalajara. And this brilliantly illustrates the pure tactical drama of this matchup. It is literally the ultimate clash of styles. On the left, you've got South Korea trying to turn it into a track meet, utilizing pure speed and a rapid transition game. On the right, Czechia is trying to turn it into a wrestling match, right? Slowing the game down and just dominating the air with physical power. Honestly, whoever manages to impose their tactical will in this specific matchup is very likely going to punch their ticket straight to the knockouts. And that brings us to the magic number here, 3. Because South Korea and Czechia actually play each other in their very first match, there are 3 monumental points up for grabs right out of the gate. I mean, grabbing a win here massively, massively relieves the pressure. It allows the victor to approach the rest of the group, including that really daunting match against Mexico, with tactical flexibility rather than just sheer desperation. Section 4, South Africa's surprise story, the underdog's massive opportunity. So South Africa enters this tournament with a massive, and I mean massive, psychological advantage. They literally have nothing to lose. 0. While Mexico carries the weight, the expectations, and honestly, the anxiety of an entire nation on their shoulders, South Africa gets to step onto the pitch with pure freedom. And you know what happens when a team plays with high energy and absolutely no fear of failure? Yeah, they become dangerously unpredictable. They come equipped with a very specific toolkit for an upset. Sky-high motivation, fast attacks that can easily catch a nervous defense totally off guard, and a total lack of favorite pressure. So let me ask you this. What happens if South Africa absorbs all that early energy from the Mexico City crowd and manages to steal a point or even a win on day one? No way, right? But if they do, it would completely shatter the psychological balance of the entire group. Mexico would be in instant crisis mode, and the door would swing wide open for everybody else. Let's move to Section 5 and see how this all builds into the third place scenario for Czechia, the survival math of the 2026 format. Okay, so because the 2026 format allows the best third place teams to advance to the round of 32, Czechia actually has a very pragmatic survival map here. Step 1, survive the physical battles. Step 2, accumulate points wherever possible and fiercely protect that goal difference. I mean, their grinding style is just perfectly suited for squeezing out a hard-fought draw or keeping a loss to just a one-goal margin. Then, step 3, compare their tally with other groups. By turning absolutely every match into a grueling contest, Czechia ensures that even if they don't finish in the top 2, they'll have the defensive record to scrape right through the back door. So, what does this all mean? We're left with the ultimate question. Who is actually going to survive this hidden trap? Will Mexico's experience and that insane home advantage overcome the immense pressure? Will South Korea's speed totally dictate the group? Or is Czechia's sheer physical force going to just grind everybody down? And hey, could South Africa completely flip the script on day one? The tactical drama hidden inside Group A is just immense. Thank you so much for exploring this strategic explainer with me. Keep these tactics in the back of your mind when that first whistle blows.